2, the explanation of the Quant Method Assistant 2. Now there is quite a bit of explanation in terms of the Quant Method Assistant 1, so I'll skip over a lot of that with a standalone Excel tool, except to say that the game plan is very similar. Take a list of compounds, masses, retention times, either in unit mass, accurate mass, and that includes MRM or MS. Take that information in an Excel spreadsheet and create a Quant method. So I will show you that in the demo in a moment. Let's go. Get the spreadsheet here. We've got the adding the target row, or ISTD, the qualifier row, which I'll demonstrate in a moment. The organization of this is one row for the target, another row for the qualifier, which is similar to the compound list format. So let me go through the buttons here in terms of controlling the presentation. You can look at an expanded version of seeing all of the columns. You can condense that. You can also sort by retention time or name. You have the opportunity to see the scanned columns, the accurate mass columns, which will reformat some. You can see the MRM, which will show you the selected M over Z, which is the precursor ion, and MS format in accurate mass, which would also show you the precursor and the product ion. You can, of course, reset all of your column formats, and we can go back and see what we're going to demo, which is the scan. You can also collapse, which will show you only one row for each compound, and you can put that back. That goes through the buttons that are available in the presentation. For a quick demo, as you can see, I've got a list of compounds here that exist in this pesticide method, and these compounds have qualifiers because there are multiple rows, except for Dematon, and I'll show you, of course, how to add targets and ISTDs. There's a couple of ISTDs right there, but I'll add in this row the qualifier. So now it copies the row, and I will assign that qualifier the extracted ion of 60. So I'm ready now to export this method, and I'll export it to a file. I'll call it Quant Method Assistant 2. And I can go over now to a pesticide batch, which doesn't have any method or calibration curve, and I will load that method from the file. And you can see I've got a set of compounds here that are part of this, and I will just directly apply this method and analyze. And I can see that I've got integrations. I've got a 1-point calibration curve for all the compounds that were part of that method. So this is a working method, and now I can go back and adjust the qualifier ratios. And since this is an ISTD method, I need to make an assignment to those ISTDs that I showed you, and you have a method up and running. Thank you for your attention.